Today on Legends of Destiny, we are going to talk about a whole bunch of new information revealed about patch 2.0, which launches on Tuesday. We're also going to, of course, go over my loot drops for the week, talk about the weekly reset information, what Xur has for sale, and of course show off those awesome moments of triumph. All of that is next on Legends of Destiny. Greetings, Guardians, and welcome to Legends of Destiny, Season 1, Episode 5. My name is Chris, aka Big C, also known as Screaming Pickle, on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. So, this is the final week before patch 2.0 takes over the world, and Vanilla Destiny as we know it is gone. So if you have anything you want to do in regular Destiny before the weapon balances and all the changes, this is the week to do it. Now, we were originally going to talk about, what things you want to try to do leading up to the release of The Taken King, but now we've gotten some very interesting new information about patch 2.0 that I want to share with you now. So here is our topic of the week, information on patch 2.0. Alright, so as I said at the top of the show, patch 2.0 comes out on Tuesday the 8th. Now, a lot of people were expecting this is kind of when they're going to lay the groundwork for Taken King, which comes out later this year. What we didn't know is exactly how much is being laid. Quite a bit. Pretty much everything with the exception of the Taken King content itself is going to be in the game. So think of it kind of as a preview of Taken King. In fact, even more so. Bungie also revealed some very interesting information that I'm sure everyone's going to be excited about. First off, probably the most exciting of all the information that we got today is that they're going to be doing a Crucible preview for The Taken King starting on the 8th. Basically, they're going to release new maps and new game modes from Taken King for everybody to play before the game's release. So that means you can try Rift, you can try Mayhem, and you can try a whole bunch of different maps. This is really exciting, especially if you're a big Crucible player. You'll get to learn a little bit about these new maps and test them out before the release of The Taken King. So that's pretty exciting little tidbit. Of course, we're also going to get the new quest screen. Northbot will officially make his debut on Tuesday. All of Peter Dinklage's lines will be removed from the game and replaced by Nolan North. Rest in peace, Dinklebot. But some interesting information about bounties came out, and this is probably what excited me the most. First of all, if you have any uncompleted bounties in your bounty slots on the 8th, all of them will be erased. There is an exception to that. All completed bounties will be safe, so any bounties that you've completed, you're just waiting for the right time to redeem them, those are fine, don't worry about them. Now, exotic bounties, that's of course what everybody's curious about. This is the fun part. If you have an incomplete exotic bounty in your inventory on the 8th, your bounty will be automatically completed and you will receive your weapon. So if you are chasing that Thorn bounty and really want that gun, as long as you can get the bounty and have it in your bounty slot, on Tuesday, you've got it. You don't have to do any Crucible or any of that stuff to earn it. You get it automatically. So, needless to say, if you want any of the exotic guns, now is the time to grind those bounties. Best trick I can recommend is save all your bounties, turn them all in at once, and then we have a decent shot of getting a exotic bounty. I've done that 3 times with my hunter, got an exotic bounty twice. You'll see more on that later on in Moments of Triumph. So that's what I would recommend when it comes to trying to get an exotic bounty. That also applies to the Elder Cipher. So if you beat Skolas and are waiting a little bit before you go back into the fray of Prison of Elders to hunt down bosses, do not fret. Your Elder Cipher will be completed. Speaking of Elder Ciphers, the Elder Cipher will not be a thing once patch 2.0 comes out. So the only way going forward you'll be able to earn the Elder Cipher weapons, which of course are the Lord of Wolves, Queen's Breaker Bow, and Drake's Promise, is through the golden chest at the end of Prison of Elders. So they're not going away. You can still earn them, but rather than having to do the cipher, you just get it out of a chest. So that's kind of cool. Might simplify things a bit. Also, speaking of the House of Wolves expansion, if you enjoyed hunting the wolves throughout the world, they are going away starting on the 8th to make room for Crota and the Take, or not Crota, Oryx and the Taken. So any wolf bounties you want to do, make sure you get them done now, because you won't be able to find the wolves nearly as easily going forward as you do now. Also, if you need Eris bounties, all of those are going away. So make sure, if you are still trying to get anything for Necrochasm, complete as many of those bounties as possible, as quickly as possible, because starting on the 8th, you will not be able to complete any of them until the release of the Taken King. Now, they did say you can still gain reputation by playing the Taken King, but the current bounty system will be completely gone. So there you go. Whole bunch of big, important information from this week's weekly update. And lots of things to look forward to with the release of the Taken King and on patch 2.0. So we are going to be doing a whole blowout of all bunch of information when patch 2.0 comes out. So look for that. I'm going to give you an interface tour, show off the new maps, show off all kinds of good stuff. So be prepared for that on next week's Legends of Destiny. So next we're going to go to my favorite segment, Loot Drop, where I talk about all the loot that I acquired throughout the past week. So here is Loot Drop. Okay, this week was probably the best week I've ever had when it comes to Loot Drop. What I'm trying to do at this point is, of course, collect all of the exotic weapons. And that's easier said than done, because there's quite a few of them. I, of course, got a late start when it comes to collecting exotics. So take it as you will, but I mean, I feel like I've earned a pretty good amount of them throughout the course of my playing time. I was missing still quite a few. Of course, I'm missing a lot of the bounty weapons, as well as 2 of the Elder Cipher weapons and the PlayStation exclusive ones. But this week helped a lot when it comes to adding to my collection. The first one I got is I was playing Crota's End, and I got Universal Remote. So that's pretty nice. I know it's not the greatest gun, but hey, it's a shotgun you can use as a primary, so that's pretty nice. A later run of Crota's End, I got Hard Light, which is a auto rifle. The bullets ricochet off the walls and such. It sounds really good, and apparently it's going to be awesome when patch 2.0 comes out. So I'm glad I finally got it. That's also why I wanted to make sure I leveled up my Suros. So my Suros is maxed now. So when patch 2.0 comes out, I'm ready to wreck it in the Crucible with Suros. So that should be fun. And then my best loot drop was later on in the week. I'm going to show that as part of Moments of Triumph. But I had a pretty memorable Vault of Glass run. And of course, I got my usual doubles. I did get a second Universal Remote during that same legendary Vault of Glass run, as well as I got a third Suros. I've gotten several Suroses. I only kept one though, so. And that's in addition to, the usual, I got the ship and shaders and all that stuff from Vault of Glass and from Crota's End. So, the usual stuff you get. So yeah, pretty good week. But just wait until you see one of the drops that I got as part of Moments of Triumph. But I'll save that for later. Alright, so next we're going to talk about the weekly reset information, where, for one last time, we show how everything looks for year 1 of Destiny. So here's the swan song of weekly reset information for year 1. Another edition of the weekly reset. This is the final weekly reset before patch 2.0 launches on Tuesday, and that's going to change everything in Destiny. So let's go over what you got on your final week of vanilla Destiny, as they call it. Let's start off with the weekly
Heroic Strike, and of course it's everybody's favorite, Taniks. Heroic and Angry are his modifiers, so pretty easy in terms of Taniks, although no burns, sadly. For the Nightfall is extremely easy this week. It is Valis to Arc on Mars. He's got Arc Burn, Brawler, and Solar Burn, so pull out those Galahorns, those Fatebringers. You can destroy him very, very quickly. Just watch out for the Scions, because they will rip you up. Over on the Prison of Elders side, we have 32 is Broken Legion with Valistrog. 34 is going to be Arax, the Flame Prince. And Skolas. Yay for Skolas. I believe his modifiers this week are Catapult and Angry. So it's not the worst week to take on Skolas. In case you weren't aware, the Moments of Triumph did get extended until the 14th. So you have another week if you have not beaten Skolas yet to beat him.
Let's see.
Okay, Brother Vance for Trials of Osiris. He's got his usual stuff. The 5-win is a helmet. The 7-win is the Scholar. It's a scout rifle. And I've got his usual boons and favors.
Eyes open, Guardian.
I shall help you.
Varix this week has Boots, Wolf's Leash, which is a scout rifle. Let's see what it's got. Triple tap. Suppressing fallen captain ability. So not a terrible scout rifle. And then of course Judgment Chance, as he usually does. So that is it for the weekly reset information. It'll be very interesting to see how it all turns out next week. I'm very curious because of the update. So see what happens.
Alright, so next we are taking a trip to the Reef to visit the Agent of the Nine to see what Xur has for his 1-year anniversary. This week is his 1-year anniversary from when he first appeared in the original Destiny at launch. So, what has he got for his 1-year anniversary? Here is Agent of the Nine.
Hello everybody and welcome to Agent of the Nine, where I show off what Xur has in his inventory. So this week Xur is in the Reef. So let's go pay him a visit and see what he's got to offer. Thankfully when he's in the Reef he's pretty easy to find because there's only one place for him to be, and that's in here. So here's Xur.
There is something inside me.
Alright, so here's what he has. First of all, armor for the Titans. He's got the Helm of St. 14. Really useful for Bubble Titans, especially because of the any enemy who enters your Ward of Dawn becomes blind. Very, very useful PvE helmet, so definitely grab it if you do not have it already. For the Hunter, we have Kirpi's Sting. Engaged invisibility for crouching, and then melee attack from behind while invisible delivers 4 times the damage. So you can do a lot of damage by stealth killing enemies by going behind their back. So that's pretty cool. Obsidian Mind for the Warlocks. It's a good Nova Bomb helmet. Reduces the cooldown on your next Nova Bomb. So pretty solid. It's got a lot of stats. It's not very high stats, but they have a lot of stats nonetheless. Patience in Time is back. Yay. So Xur is selling Patience in Time. It was my first exotic that I bought from Xur, but that was a couple months ago. I would have preferred he had Icebreaker, because I still don't have that one, but hey. Patience in Time is a good sniper if you're looking to be stealthy, especially because you become invisible when you're aiming down the sights, so that's useful. Of course, exotic shards. He has an exotic helmet engram this week for his helmet engrams. Then he's got auto rifle, sniper rifle, and rocket launcher telemetry. Plasma drives, of course, heavy ammo synth, and material exchange. So there you go. That is what Xur has in his inventory this week on Agent of the Nine.
Okay. Last, of course, I'm going to end with one of my other favorite segments, Moments of Triumph, where I showcase some of the awesome moments that occurred during my week of Destiny. So here is Moments of Triumph. Speaking of Moments of Triumph, I forgot to mention in the earlier segment that you have a little bit more time to complete the Moments of Triumph in order to earn your awesome emblem for year 1. The deadline has been extended to September 14th, so the day before Taken King launches is now your deadline to get those Moments of Triumph. So if you haven't beaten Skolas, if you need to earn some more Crucible wins, if you need to do some hard raids, you've got an extra bit of time to do it. So, got like 2 weeks, Guardians, get on it. I've done it. I didn't expect to be able to do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So, get on it. Get those Moments of Triumph. Now, speaking of Moments of Triumph, I've got 3 this week. Now, normally I would save the best for last, but this one's just too... it made me too giddy. This was probably the single best Vault of Glass loot run I've ever had. It's not every day that you get not 1, not 2, but 3 exotic weapons in the same run. Granted, one I already had.
Nice. Word of Crota again. Oh yeah, universal remote. Sweet. I didn't have that. Yeah. Hey, I'll take it. It's another. Yeah, absolutely. Good to play with everybody.
2 I did not. So here is my legendary Vault of Glass loot run from earlier this week.
Alright, hold on, let me... Hey, I got another universal remote. I just got one yesterday. I think we can do it. We got him, we got him, we got him. Yeah! Come on, baby. Truth and effects! What the hell? Yes! I got truth and the Vex. Holy shit! I got freaking that. Technically, I got 3 exotics that run because I got universal remote earlier. Holy shit, dude! That's amazing. Wow. Dude, I'm so. It's okay. You'll get it. You'll get it eventually. Oh my gosh, that was. Holy shit! Truth and the Vex. Man, I've had a good week. Nope. I did not have truth. That's what excited me about it. So that means the only non-bounty weapons I need are No Land Beyond and what is it? Oh, Dragon's Breath. And that's it.
Alright, so what do you do when you've done your raids for the week and you just need to find stuff to do in Destiny? Well, you mess around with things. And one thing that we did, I did with a group of friends, is we wanted to open a mysterious extra chest in the Vault of Glass. The way to do it is you have to prevent the Templar from teleporting. Easier said than done, but we did it. So, here is a moment of triumph where I showcase my no teleport Templar run and the rewards that we got from the additional chest.
Hidden left. Where's the other one? Oh, okay. Okay. gone, it's gone, it's gone. I am. On cooldown. Yeah! Yep, it's there. All right, hold on. We gotta dance around it ritualistically. Yeah, there we go. All right. Shall we shoot it a few times just for the heck of it? All right. Moment of triumph. Let's do it. Shards! Oh, man. Hey, we did it. That's the important thing.
Alright, now, of course, earlier when we were talking about our topic of the week, I mentioned you want to try to grind exotic bounties, especially ones that you think might be kind of difficult. Of course, the simple, most difficult of the exotic bounties that currently exist is the Thorn bounty, because there's a crucible requirement where you have to like get a certain win percentage, and it's all craziness. So, of course, my goal is, as soon as I heard about, auto-complete bounties, I wanted to get that Thorn bounty, and I did. So here is that moment of triumph when I got the Thorn bounty.
Alright, baby. Xander, make me happy.
Yes. Acknowledged.
Mode of light. Okay, I got one. A light in the dark, Toloid's legacy, or a dubious task. Huh. Hold on, I gotta look up what is what, because I want the Thorn bounty. Oh, I think a light on the dark is Thorn. Yep, it is. Well, that's the one I'm going with, because I want the Thorn bounty. Booyah!
Alright, so that's it for my moments of triumph. I am trying to get an additional exotic bounty on my Titan. Haven't completed that yet. If I do, it'll be on next week's Legend of Destiny. Hopefully I can do it in time, because I really want to get two, especially if I can get Bad Juju or Invective along with Thorn. That'd be awesome. So hopefully that will happen. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's episode of Legends of Destiny. Hope you enjoyed it. Look for a big episode next week where we showcase all that Patch 2.0 has to offer in a preview of sorts for the Taken King, which is 2 weeks away. We're so close. Cannot wait. Anyway, thank you, Guardians, for watching, and we'll see you next week.